Hello, I'm Atujame and you're watching Hornbill TV's Prime at 9. Now headlines. Militants ambush 46 Assam rifle convoy at Manipur's Churachandpur district. 6 persons including commanding officer and wife reportedly killed. Supreme Court suggested 2-day lockdown in national capital to reduce air pollution. The court asked the centre to take an emergency decision. The central government released Rs 8,453.92 crore as health sector grant to 19 states. Grant released as per the recommendation of the 15th Finance Commission. Prime Minister Narendra Modi met US Congress delegation and discussed bilateral ties. Modi appreciated the consistent support and constructive role of the US Congress. At least 6 individuals, including the 46 Assam Rifle Commanding Officer Viplav Tripathi, his wife and son, have been reportedly killed during an ambush at Churachandpur district in Manipur. Militants ambushed a convoy of the 46 Assam Rifle at S. Sheken village in Shingat subdivision of Churachandpur district in Manipur. After the ambush, the injured personnel were reported to have been shifted to Behyang Primary Health Center. Meanwhile, Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh condemned the attack. He tweeted that he strongly condemns the cowardly attack on a convoy of the 46th AR that reportedly killed a few personnel, including CO and his family, at Churachandpur today. The state forces and paramilitary are already on their job to track down the militants, and the perpetrators will be brought to justice, he tweeted. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and other state and nation leaders also took to Twitter to condemn the incident.
I have learned that some militant terrorist group have ambushed and killed one Assam Rifles officer along with his family, and it is very unfortunate, and I strongly condemn this type of cowardly act. He was traveling along with his family, the Assam Rifles. So this type of act is strongly condemned, and mass combing operation along with the paramilitary forces and the police commandos have started in the area to nab the culprit, and justice will be delivered, will definitely be done.
The Supreme Court on Saturday said the central government should consider a 2-day lockdown in the national capital if necessary, in order to bring down the pollution level in Delhi NCR. The statement by the top court came while hearing a plea by a 17-year-old Delhi student concerning rising levels of air pollution in Delhi. The top court had earlier directed the centre to take steps and the Delhi government to file an affidavit in this regard. A bench of Chief Justice of India N.V. Ramana, Justices D.Y. Chandrachud and Surya Kant said that air quality in Delhi is in the severe category, and in another 2 or 3 days it will dip further. The court also asked the centre to take an emergency decision. The Supreme Court also asked the Delhi government about its decision to install smoke towers and emission control projects. Meanwhile, the hearing was posted for November 15 as the top court asked the centre to inform it about the steps taken to control air pollution.
पॉल्यूशन तो बढ़ रहा है। देखो, लोगों ने जो गलतियां की हैं, जो आतिशबाजियां, जो बम वगैरह फोड़े, उसकी वजह से दिक्कत तो है ही। बट ये है कि लॉकडाउन सॉल्यूशन नहीं है, क्योंकि लॉकडाउन सॉल्यूशन नहीं है। लॉकडाउन से तो लोग और नीचे जा रहे हैं, दिक्कत है लोगों को। सरकार की जो रणनीति है वो अपनाएगी, देखेगी, जो बेस्ट होगा वो कर लेगी, बट लॉकडाउन सॉल्यूशन नहीं है।
ये बहुत ही खतरनाक स्तर पे बढ़ चुका है और ये हमारे आने वाली जनरेशन के लिए बहुत ज्यादा खतरनाक है। अभी तो सब लोगों के लिए है, लेकिन आने वाली जनरेशन बहुत ज्यादा खतरनाक है जिस तरह से ये पोल्यूशन बढ़ रहा है, और इसको कंट्रोल करना बहुत जरूरी है। और जहां तक जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा है तो ठीक है, जहां तक गाड़ियों में बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ रही है, दिल्ली में पोल्यूशन बहुत है उस हिसाब से गाड़ियों से, ठीक है, और जो पॉपुलेशन है वो भी बहुत ज्यादा है।
देखिए भाई साहब, ऐसा है कि पॉल्यूशन तो सभी जानते हैं कि वो हानिकारक है, और पॉल्यूशन रहेगा तो फेफड़ों में भी कमी आती है। समझे, गले तो ऐसे ही खराब हो रहे हैं लोगों के पॉल्यूशन की वजह से। समझे, तो पॉल्यूशन तो है ही खतरनाक। अब 2 दिन अगर लॉकडाउन रहेगा तो उसका क्या लॉस और क्या प्रॉफिट है, ये तो सभी समझते हैं। वही जो मजदूर आदमी हैं, हमारे जैसे हैं, ये लोग हैं सब जो मजदूरी करेंगे, लॉकडाउन होगा तो उनके लिए काम भी नहीं मिलेगा। काम नहीं मिलेगा तो उनके खाने पीने की व्यवस्था भी नहीं हो पाएगी, तो उनके लिए तो घाटा है। या गवर्नमेंट तो कुछ भी कर सकती है, वो तो गवर्नमेंट है ना। अगर गवर्नमेंट सोचती तो ये है कि भाई पब्लिक के लिए कुछ बेनिफिट मिले, बाकी लॉस हमें ज्यादा लगता है उसमें।
The central government has released an amount of rupees 8,453.92 crore as a health sector grant for rural and urban local bodies of 19 states to strengthen health system and plug critical gaps in the healthcare system at the primary healthcare level, informed the Ministry of Finance on Saturday. The Department of Expenditure, Ministry of Finance, has released the grant as per the recommendation of the 15th Finance Commission. The 15th Finance Commission, FCXV, in its report for the period from 2021 to 2022 to 2025 to 2026, has recommended a total grant of rupees 4,27,911 crore to local governments. The 19 states are Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Himachal Pradesh, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Manipur, Mizoram, Odisha, Punjab, Rajasthan, Sikkim, Tamil Nadu, Uttarakhand and West Bengal. The grants recommended by the Commission inter alia include health grants of rupees 70,051 crore. Out of this amount, rupees 43,928 crore have been recommended for rural local bodies and rupees 26,123 crore for urban local bodies, said the Finance Ministry. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Saturday met with the US Congress delegation and had a frank discussion on regional issues of mutual interest, including those related to South Asia and the Indo-Pacific region. According to an official statement by the Prime Minister office, PM Modi met with US congressional delegation led by Senator John Cornyn, which included Senator Michael Crapo, Senator Thomas Jibberville, Senator Michael Lee, Congressman Tony Gonzalez and Congressman John Kevin. Senator John Cornyn is the co-founder and co-chair of the Senate Caucus on India and Indian Americans. The congressional delegation noted the excellent management of COVID-19 situation in India in spite of the challenges of large and diverse population. Prime Minister noted that people's participation based on democratic ethos of the country played a key role in managing the worst pandemic of the last 1 century. Read the statement. It informed that PM Modi appreciated the consistent support and constructive role of the US Congress in deepening the India-US Comprehensive Global Strategic Partnership, which is anchored in shared democratic values. Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh has said that state's government will never succumb to any pressure of vested interest groups and will always work towards maintaining peace and unity among different communities. He stated this while addressing the 64th Foundation Day celebration of Tadao Students Association, November 13 at Hotel Classic Grand, Tingmerong, Imphal. Biren said that his responsibility as the Chief Minister was to work within the ambit of the Indian Constitution for the development of the state and welfare of the people. He assured to protect the rights of the tribal community provided by the Constitution and added that the government was considering empowering the autonomous district councils of the state.
I clearly, categorically told to the media, to the people there, I, as a Chief Minister of the state, my sole responsibility is, the sole duty is to protect and prevent the constitutional right given to the tribal people by the Indian Constitution. I repeatedly assure, and today also I am saying, I am ready to support empowerment in the ADC, Autonomous District Council. That is within my capacity. That is within the assembly capacity.
The Chief Minister also urged youths of the Hill region to apply for startups, as internet connectivity would also be available within the launch of the public Wi-Fi hotspots in the Hill districts of the state. He appealed to the youths of the Dao community to concentrate on their education, through which they can become job creators rather than job seekers and work for the betterment of the community. State University in Azamgarh will truly turn the district into Aryamgarh, said Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath at the foundation stone laying ceremony of State University in Azamgarh on November 13.
ने कहा था कि पूर्वांचल एक्सप्रेसवे को ऐसे बनाएं कि जिससे वह आजमगढ़ के और पूर्वी उत्तर प्रदेश के विकास की बैकबोन बन जाए। आज पूर्वांचल एक्सप्रेसवे आपके विकास की धुरी बन रही है। आज आजमगढ़ में एयरपोर्ट बन रहा है, अंतिम चरणों में चल रहा है, लगभग 95% कार्य पूरा हो गया है। और भाइयों बहनों, यह विश्वविद्यालय जो आज यहां पर जिसकी आधारशिला रखी जा रही है, यह विश्वविद्यालय आजमगढ़ को सचमुच आर्यमगढ़ बना ही देगा, इसमें अब कोई संदेह होना ही नहीं चाहिए।
Meerut district of Uttar Pradesh reported 10 new dengue cases on Friday, taking the active cases in the district to 246, said the Chief Medical Officer. Speaking to ANI, Akhilesh Mohan, CMO Meerut, said that a total of 10 new cases of dengue were reported in Meerut yesterday. Active cases of dengue are 246, including 67 patients admitted to the hospital, and a total of 1,272 patients have recovered so far, the official said. He further informed that the authority is conducting house-to-house surveys and the presence of mosquito larvae has been found in rural areas. Urging people to remain cautious and protect themselves from vector-borne disease, he said, wear full sleeves clothes and do not let larvae form in and around homes. Mohan also appealed to people to get tested in case of any symptoms.
हालांकि हमारी जो भी टीमें हैं शहर के अंदर हर घर के अंदर जाके जहाँ डेंगू पॉजिटिव पेशेंट होता है वहाँ पे पायरेथ्रम और केरोसिन का स्प्रे करती हैं, जिससे कि अडल्ट जो मॉस्किटो होता है वो मर जाता है, और वहाँ पे कंटेनर एक्टिविटीज भी करती है।
13 more new Zika virus cases. The total tally in Kanpur now stands at 90, informed Chief Medical Officer Dr. Nepal Singh on November 13. 13 more Zika virus positive cases reported in the city yesterday, and 31 people recovered and tested negative, the CMO said. Active Zika cases in Kanpur now stands at 90.
खासकर ट्रे हो या कोई खुला बर्तन पानी का ना हो जिसमें 2-4 दिन का रह रहा हो, और अगर कहीं निकलता है तो कोशिश करें कि उस अस्पताल में 8-10 दिन के लिए अपना अलग कर दें ताकि और सब सुरक्षित रहें। जहाँ तक टोटल फिगर की चीज़ है, पहले 108 मरीज थे और अभी कल 13 मरीज और आए हैं, तो कुल मिला कर ये 121 मरीज हो गए थे, जिसमें 31 नेगेटिव हो गए हैं अभी।
An enthralling choral concert was organized by Task Force for Music and Arts and Embassy of Latvia at the Regional Center of Excellence for Music and Performing Arts Saturday evening at Totsuma village in Kohima. A choral voice comprising of as many as 40 youngsters sang songs both in English and Latvian, mesmerizing the crowd during the choral music show dubbed as an evening of choral expression.
I want to thank HornbillTV for this special coverage of tonight's program. We are just about an hour away from the finale of the 4 days intensive conducting and voice training done by the Latvian professionals and professors, and training about more than 40 of our young boys and girls. The children are doing exceptionally well. The ambassador of Latvia has a lot of good things to say about our children. In particular, he was very, very impressed with the way our children picked up songs in Latvian in such a short span of time, singing perfect Latvian language songs. So he was thoroughly impressed with that. And hopefully, like our ambassador was saying, the Latvian ambassador, that this is hopefully not just a little spark, that should end, but hopefully a spark that will continue to burn brighter in the days to come with more collaborations, more exchange programs and residencies, which will have a positive impact on our youth, in particular our music industry.
Speaking to Hornbill TV, advisor of TAFMA, Teja Meru shared how 4-day intensive training on voice training was conducted for young boys and girls by Latvian professional choir conductor at Dimapur, following which a grand finale was held in form of choral music at RCEMPA. He was appreciative of the children picking up so well with the songs they were taught, particularly those in Latvian language. Meru expressed excitement that in the future too there would be such workshops and exchange programs too with the Latvian embassy. He also acknowledged the Chief Minister of Nagaland for such initiative and the Latvian government for collaborating with Nagaland to train upcoming singers.
With the support of the Latvian government, of the Latvian Foreign Office, and with the government of Nagaland and with TAFMA, we have arranged the 1-week-long master classes in choral music, choral singing, choral conducting, knowing that here in Nagaland you have a very strong tradition in singing, in general, in vocal art as such, but also in the choral singing, which is a strong thing for my country. And I'm very happy that we have managed with this co-financing and co-project to bring one of the leading conductors of this mega choir to work for 1 week here in Nagaland with both your students and school children, but also with the educators, with the conductors, to share their valuable experience in choral music and to develop your local talents that you are so rich of. And I had the opportunity to meet Honorable Chief Minister, and we also thought already about the future steps, how we could strengthen cultural exchange, but also that we should pick up some things on economy, also on economic cooperation.
Artis Pertuli, ambassador of the Republic of Latvia to the Republic of India, told Hornbill TV that they have been conducting master classes in choral music, choral singing and choral conducting during the past days with the support from both the government of Nagaland and Latvian government. Acknowledging both Nagaland and Latvia of the vibrant culture of choral singing, he informed how thousands gather for choral singing in his country once in 5 years during music festivals. Pertuli informed that they had brought leading choral conductors to train and develop to youngsters to develop theatre talents in choral music. He also shared how they had met the Chief Minister of Nagaland to have more cultural exchange programs with a view to boost economy of the state. Police on Saturday said that prohibitory orders under Section 144 of CRPC have been imposed and internet services suspended for 3 days following violent protests that erupted in Amratvia city. The fresh violence broke out as a mob hurled stones at shops during the ban allegedly organized by the local PJP workers in protest against the rallies organized by Muslim organizations the day before to condemn the recent violence in Tripura. On Saturday morning, hundreds of people, many of them holding saffron flags in their hands and raising slogans, came out on streets in Raj Kamal Chowk area of the eastern Maharashtra city, located around 670 kilometers from Mumbai. Some members of the mob hurled stones at shops in Raj Kamal Chowk and other places, the police official said, adding that the police lathi charged the protesters to bring the situation under control. As the incidents of stone pelting continued on Friday and Saturday, Additional Police Commissioner Sandeep Patel issued orders imposing curfew in the city limits of Amratvati under Section 144 Clause 1, Clause 2, Clause 3 of the CRPC to avoid any untoward incidents. The police said that except for medical emergencies, people are not allowed to come out of the houses. As per the orders, gathering of more than 5 people is not allowed. The border security forces Troops of 169 Battalion under Guwahati Frontier of Friday seized 220 bottles of prohibited cough syrup, the BSF officials said. The operation was carried out to foil an attempt of drug trafficking while being smuggled to Bangladesh. Earlier on October 7, foiled a weapons smuggling attempt from across the international border in the Samba area and seized a big catch of arms and ammunition, officials said. SPS, Sandhu Deputy Inspector General and PRO BSF Jammu informed the seizure included 4 pistols, 8 pistol magazines and 232 rounds of live cartridges. The officer said it is learned that the weapon was pushed from Pakistan to support terrorist activities being run in the valley by various terrorist outfits. While addressing Akhil Bharata Rajbhasha Sammilan in Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh, Union Home Minister Amit Shah on November 13 urged guardians to talk to the children in mother tongue. Talk to the children in the mother tongue, Shah said. There is nothing to be shy about. Mother language is of pride, Shah said.
माध्यम में पढ़ती हूँ, घर के अंदर अपनी भाषा में इनसे बात करिए, उनका आत्मविश्वास जगाइए, अपनी भाषा बोलने के लिए जो झिझक है उसके मन से एक बार निकाल दीजिए। इससे भाषा का तो भला होगा, मगर उससे ज्यादा भला आपके बच्चे का होगा, आपकी संतानों का होगा, क्योंकि मौलिक चिंतन स्वभाषा से ही आ सकता है। दूसरी भाषा रटी रटाए ज्ञान को तो दे सकती है, ज्ञान को अर्जित करना है और ज्ञान को आगे बढ़ाने का जो यात्रा है वो मौलिक चिंतन से ही हो सकता है और मौलिक चिंतन स्वभाषा से ही प्राप्त हो।
That's all we have for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.